American lobster, a big, strong lobster with huge claws that lives in cold ocean waters. This iconic crustacean is what most people picture when they think of a lobster, while the other is a smaller, sharper pincer claw often called the sizer used for tearing food. They prefer to live in cold, rocky environments on the ocean floor, where they can easily find shelter from predators. American lobsters can live for a very long time, with some individuals estimated to be over 100 years old. They grow by molting, which means they shed their old, smaller shell and grow a new, larger one. This process makes them very vulnerable until their new shell hardens. Their diet is quite varied, consisting of fish, crabs, mollusks, and even other lobsters if food is scarce, making them important scavengers and predators in their marine ecosystem. Spiny lobster, a lobster with long antennae and no big claws, but lots of spikes. Unlike its American cousin, the spiny lobster lacks the large, crushing claws. Instead, its primary defense mechanism is its spiky, armored carapace and a pair of extremely long, thick, and spiny antennae. When threatened, a spiny lobster can whip these antennae around to deter predators. They can also create a loud, rasping sound by rubbing a part of their antennae against a smooth patch below their eyes, which is believed to startle potential attackers. These lobsters are typically found in warmer waters, inhabiting tropical and subtropical seas around the world, including the Caribbean, the Mediterranean, and the waters off California and Florida. They are highly social and often migrate in long, single-file lines across the ocean floor, a fascinating behavior that can involve thousands of individuals moving together. Their long legs allow them to crawl across the seabed in search of food, which includes snails, clams, crabs, and sea urchins. Rock lobster, a tough little lobster that hides in rocky cracks in the sea. The term rock lobster is often used interchangeably with spiny lobster, but it generally refers to species that are particularly adept at living in and among rocky reefs and crevices. These creatures are masters of camouflage and concealment, using the nooks and crannies of their rocky homes to hide from predators like octopuses, groupers, and sharks. They are nocturnal, meaning they spend their days hidden away and emerge at night to forage for food. Without large claws, they rely on their powerful mandibles to crush the shells of their prey. Rock lobsters are found in temperate and tropical waters worldwide, from Australia and New Zealand to South Africa and California. They play a crucial role in their local ecosystems by controlling populations of sea urchins and other small invertebrates. Their resilience and ability to thrive in rugged, high-energy coastal environments make them a truly tough and adaptable species of lobster. Caribbean lobster, a colorful lobster that loves warm, tropical waters, also known as the Caribbean spiny lobster. This species is renowned for its vibrant and intricate coloration, featuring shades of tan, brown, and purplish blue, with prominent yellow or cream-colored spots on its abdomen. It is a type of spiny lobster, so it has no large claws and instead possesses long, whip-like antennae. Thriving in the warm, clear waters of the Caribbean Sea, the Gulf of Mexico, and the western Atlantic Ocean, these lobsters are commonly found in coral reefs, seagrass beds, and mangrove forests. They are social creatures that often congregate in dens during the day to protect themselves from predators. At night, they venture out to hunt for food, using their excellent sense of smell to locate snails, clams, crabs, and decaying organic matter. The Caribbean lobster is a vital part of the coral reef ecosystem and a popular delicacy, making it economically important to many island nations in the region. Red lobster becomes bright red when cooked, but in the ocean it's actually brownish. This is a fascinating fact that applies to most common lobster species, including the American lobster. In their natural habitat, lobsters have a pigment called astaxanthin in their shells. This pigment is bound to proteins, which causes the lobster to appear in camouflage colors like mottled brownish green, blue, or even yellow. This coloration helps them blend in with the rocks, mud, and seaweed on the ocean floor, protecting them from predators. However, when a lobster is cooked, the heat breaks down the proteins that bind the astaxanthin. Once released, the astaxanthin reveals its true, natural color, which is a bright, vibrant red. A live lobster is almost never bright red. That dramatic change only happens in the pot. Blue lobster, a rare lobster with a beautiful bright blue shell. The blue lobster is an incredibly rare and stunning genetic variation of the American lobster. This protein binds with the astaxanthin pigment in a way that reflects blue light, giving the lobster its brilliant, sapphire-like appearance. The odds of finding a blue lobster are estimated to be about 1 in 2 million, making them a truly special sight. While their color makes them stand out and potentially more vulnerable to predators in the wild, it doesn't affect their taste or biology otherwise. Finding one is often considered a sign of good luck, and many fishermen who catch them choose to donate them to aquariums for public display, rather than selling them for food. Furry lobster, a small lobster covered in fuzzy hair like bristles. The furry lobster, also known as the hairy lobster, belongs to a family of small, unusual crustaceans. Their most distinguishing feature is the dense covering of seta, or hair-like bristles, that blankets their entire body, including their legs and antennae. This fur isn't for warmth. Instead, it traps sediment, debris, and microorganisms, providing excellent camouflage on the muddy or sandy seabeds where they live. Some scientists also believe that the bristles may cultivate bacteria that the lobster can then consume as a food source, a process known as farming. These fascinating little creatures are typically found in the Indo-Pacific region. They are much smaller than their more famous lobster cousins and are quite reclusive, making them a rare and intriguing find for divers and marine biologists. Their fuzzy appearance sets them apart as one of the most peculiar members of the lobster family. Slipper lobster, a flat lobster that looks like it's wearing funny slippers. Slipper lobsters are a group of clawless crustaceans easily recognized by their unique, flattened bodies and enlarged, plate-like antennae that project forward from their heads. These modified antennae give them a shovel-like or slipper appearance, which is how they got their name. Unlike spiny lobsters with their long, whip-like antennae, slipper lobsters use their broad, flat antennae to stir up sediment when searching for food or to help them burrow into sand or mud. To hide from predators, they are typically found in the warm waters of the Indo-Pacific and the Caribbean. Lacking large claws, they are slow-moving bottom dwellers that feed on small invertebrates. Though they may look unusual, some species of slipper lobster are considered a delicacy, with their tail meat being particularly tender and sweet. The Japanese spiny lobster, known locally as izebi, is a highly prized species found in the rocky coastal waters around Japan, China, and Korea. As a member of the spiny lobster family, it has a spiky carapace and lacks large claws. Its most notable feature is its pair of exceptionally long and sturdy antennae, which it uses for defense and navigation. It is a nocturnal creature, hiding in rock crevices during the day and emerging at night to forage for shellfish and other small animals on the seabed. The painted lobster, or painted spiny lobster, is one of the most visually stunning lobster species. Its legs are marked with distinctive dark and light stripes, found throughout the tropical and subtropical waters of the Indo-Pacific region. This lobster is a true work of art. Like other spiny lobsters, it has no claws and relies on its spiky shell and antennae for protection. It is often seen marching in single-file lines across the ocean floor during seasonal migrations. Its striking appearance makes it a popular subject for underwater photographers and a prized display in public aquariums, showcasing the incredible diversity and beauty of marine life.